Right, so UFC 304, it's in the bag, it's in the books, it is done and dusted. Right, there's a lot to talk about. It all went down at the brand new Co-op Arena in beautiful Manchester. What a day this is here. And yes, of course, the sun is coming up. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, but you wouldn't think so by the fans. The energy all night was unbelievable. It was a huge night for British mixed martial arts. Oh, take a deep breath, Bisping. Let's get into it. My mind's going a million miles an hour. Not only is it 7:41 a.m. in the morning, I've got to go catch a flight. So, main event, Belal, remember the name, Muhammad. I don't think anyone's going to forget that name anytime soon, because what he did was go out there and put a beating on Leon Edwards. I'm a huge fan of Leon Edwards. Of course, we're both English, but tonight, you've got to give respect to Belal Muhammad. Unbelievable. He spoke all week. He said, I'm better than him. I'm faster than him. I'm going to beat him on the feet. I'm going to beat him in the clinch. And people kind of scoffed. He said he hated Leon Edwards because he had disrespected him. He had brushed him aside. He'd not given him the credit that he was due, and that offended him. Well, tonight he went out there and he was the better man. It's as simple as that. And the reason being is because he wasn't using the hands to set up the takedown. He believed in the hands. He was throwing the hands fearlessly. He was catching Leon with jabs, nice 1-2s, hooks, and then level changing. And when he level changed, he would bang him in the face and then get the hands together. And by joining the hands, he could pick Leon up and slam him down on the ground. And that's essentially what we saw for 5 rounds. Of course, there were moments when Leon was able to beat him at his own game, where he was able to out-grapple him. There was one round where he took the back and threatened the rear naked choke for a few minutes. Other than that, it was pretty much all Belal. The corner of Belal was awesome. They were nice and cool and calm and collected. The corner of Leon, they could sense that this was trending towards a defeat. More importantly, trending towards losing the belt. So they were screaming, they were cheering, they were trying to get him going, trying to get him excited, trying to get him amped up. But it was too little too late. Leon said that afterwards. He kind of felt slow. He kind of felt off, you know?
My body just felt tired, you know? From round 1, all week I've been feeling I'm just tired from the timing, but like I said, congrats to Belal. You got the job done and we'll get it back again.
And that's the problem. When you're the champion of the world, you've got to be perfect every time. You've got to be good enough to beat the #1 contender, even on a bad night. That's why you've got to respect people like Jon Jones, George St. Pierre, Kamaru Usman, people like that go on these legendary long runs. It's not easy to do. Beating the #1 contender on the planet when you're having an off night. But that's what they were able to do, because we all have off nights, let's be honest. So, what's next? Well, Belal Muhammad, it isn't going to be an immediate rematch. I don't believe so. Leon's reign was not long enough to kind of call for that. I think Leon's going to come back in style. He'll probably have another fight or 2 and be right back in the picture. But for Belal Muhammad, what's next? It's simple. Give the man Shavkat Rakhmonov. That man deserves it. He's 18-0. They're all stoppages. He for sure is the next man in line. Who's the next man for Leon Edwards? Well, I said that's pretty simple as well. If ever there was a perfect time to do this fight, it's now. Leon Edwards versus Michael Venom Page. They're both coming off losses recently, okay? That would be such a fan-friendly matchup, and I believe the people want to see it. Congrats to Leon Edwards on a sensational run, okay? I think it was 13 fights undefeated. He became the champion. He defended it twice. Unbelievable. Congrats, brother. But you've got to say congrats to Belal Muhammad, right? He deserved that. He went out there, he fought for it, he took the belt, he took the title. Now, I mentioned Jon Jones a second ago. This is relevant because Tom Aspinall went out there and put a beating on Curtis Blaydes. Again, just took him over just a minute. He ate a 1-2, but then he went forward, boom, dropped Curtis with a jab, pounced on him, and then it was just a series of unanswered shots, left, right, over and over until Margot stepped in and stopped the fight. It was so impressive. That's what Tom Aspinall does every single time. It's unbelievable, the potential that this man has, the capability that he has, the skill, the size, the athleticism, the speed. We know all about that, okay? I've waxed lyrical. I've talked about it a lot. I've said before that he could smoke Jon Jones. I've said before that Jon Jones couldn't hold a candle or hold a torch to Tom Aspinall. And I respect Jon Jones and I like Jon Jones. And you've got to remember the run that he had and the great achievements that he's had in this incredible sport. But I believe what we saw tonight from Tom Aspinall and what we see every time from Tom Aspinall, I believe that beats anybody. I believe it beats everyone on this planet. He is the baddest man on the planet, for sure. That's why I said on the broadcast, I said, no man alive. No man alive can beat Tom Aspinall. Proper fighting man. And I mean that. I truly, truly mean that. He's got to be the next in line. He's going to fight the winner of Stipe versus Jon when they throw down in Madison Square Garden. Here's an exclusive. Tom's going to be the backup fighter. He's going to be the backup fighter if one of them can't make it to the octagon. So well done to Tom Aspinall, a class act in every single way. I would have liked it if he talked a bit more shit on the microphone and said, Jon, stop ducking me, stop being a coward. Come on, you know what the real fight is. He didn't do that because it's just not his style. And that's what you've got to love about Tom.
Hello, Jon. I have nothing against you personally, but I just think I'm better than you. I just know that I can beat you in a fight.
What else do we have? Oh, Paddy Pimblett versus Bobby Green, King Green. Unreal. Listen, a lot of people said, will he swim or will he sink? Well, tonight he went out there and he was swimming with the fishes. He competed. He choked out Bobby Green, the only person to do that in the UFC. So when the fight started, it was very strategic from both men. Neither was really doing too much. They were just exchanging leg kicks. And then for some weird reason, I'm sweating my head off, I'll tell you that. But for some weird reason, Bobby Green shot. He shot a takedown. Paddy defended, went to his back, went for the guillotine. From there, transitioned to the triangle. From the triangle, transitioned to the armbar. The armbar was deep. The armbar was going to be successful, but it was not required. Why? Because King Green was choked out unconscious, so he couldn't even tap. So Paddy Pimblett walked out, he rocked it on the microphone from start to finish. He did a phenomenal job. He lived up to the hype. He asserted himself now as a top 15 lightweight in the UFC, and he called out Renato Money Moicano.
I have a name that everybody wants to see a fight. Renato Moicano! Hopefully he gets through BSD. And we'll see if we can settle it before the end of the year or in the new year.
And that's really interesting because it's the first time Paddy's called anyone out. And I understand that because he's very popular. And he doesn't want to give someone a rub. He doesn't want to give someone an opportunity to build a name off his back. But when you're in the rankings, you got to start calling people out. You got to call your shot now because you're going to get someone in the rankings. So you might as well say who you want. And Renato Moicano, that makes all the sense in the world. What did we have before that? Well, the other Scouser, Molly McCann, sadly for her tonight, she was beaten by the opponent. Wasn't her night. She had a really, really good knee. Meatball didn't get the job done. She's a lovely girl. She really is. Molly, if you see this, unlucky girl. Unlucky. Rest up, come back. You've still got a bright future in this sport and you've done some incredible things. But Arnold Allen, Giga Jakad, opening up the main card. A phenomenal fight. Okay, it was really interesting because Giga was circling the whole time because he didn't want Arnold Allen to cut the cage off, to back him up against the fence, to be able to land big shots, but also to level change and grab the legs. So Giga was circling the whole time. Arnold was having a tough time kind of cutting the cage off and corralling him against the fence. He ate a lot of kicks. Giga was quick, he was powerful, he was precise, he did a lot of damage early, but as the fight progressed, the tide slowly turned in favour of Arnold Allen. So he won a decision and he deserved it. What he should have done, the only way that Arnold Allen messed up is because he's too much of a nice guy. He's got to make some noise on the microphone. He was asked who he wanted next. He said, I don't know, we'll see. That's why you got to love Arnold Allen. Front row was Alexander Volkanovski. That was the time. That was the call out. That's what he should have said. But he didn't. But whatever. Congratulations, Arnold Almighty Allen. And by the way, buy some merch off his YouTube channel, please. Oh, and then also we had Gregory Rodriguez, who went out there and put a good performance on against Leroy Duncan. And well done to him. I am sweating like an absolute pig. It's been a long day. It's been a long night. It's been a long week. I'll tell you that. Beautiful Manchester. I mean, look at this place. It's not often we get days like this. That's probably why I'm sweating. I've acclimatized to California. I come back here and I turn back into a good old-fashioned Brit. I got to get going. I'm going to miss my flight. Manchester, you've been amazing. UFC, you were incredible as always. The fans, more importantly, in attendance. Oh my God, the energy, the passion to come out, to show out at that time till 6 o'clock in the morning and to still be blowing the roof off. Unbelievable. Take a bow, every single one of you. Now, Jon, follow me, mate. I'm going to press the button here. I've got to get in the elevator. I've got to get in the car. If you haven't subscribed and rang the bell on the YouTube channel, please do so. John Brannigan behind the camera there. He's a good lad. He puts up with my bullshit all the time. Saw my dad this week. So that was nice. Went to see my mum, Mama Bisping in Clitheroe. Always a pleasure to see her. If I any of my old friends, if I didn't get a chance to catch up with you guys, I apologise, but I've been really busy. Got to say a massive, massive thank you to the UFC for continuing to give me these opportunities. Let's have a look at the hair. Let's have a look at the headpiece. Doesn't look too bad. They'll let me through security at the airport, I reckon. I don't look too wild. But yeah, it's always good to come back to England. Now I'm going to get on a plane. I'm going to fly back to California. I'm going to go to Manchester Airport. It's a shit show. It's probably the worst airport on planet Earth. It really is. If you work there, get your shit together. Please, you do a good job. I appreciate that, but it could go a little smoother. From there, I fly down to London. 4-hour layover. And then an 11-hour flight back to California. And that's when the real problem starts, because immigration at Los Angeles, that takes forever. So it's going to be a long, long flight. Get home Monday, I'll be on the Believe You Me podcast. So check that out Monday, myself and Anthony Smith. And then Tuesday morning, I fly off to Hawaii. I'm off to Maui. Right, here's my car, it's waiting for me. Thanks everyone for being here, thanks for you. Oh, go on then.
Oh, you're a legend, mate.
I'm only going to miss my flight, it's all good.
Legend, mate.
Nice one, guys.
Legend, man.
I am, mate, but...
Yeah. Back to the good weather.
Let's go.
Thank you, legend.
Let's go, quickly.
Oh, thank you so
much. All right,
sorry.
All right, that's it, I'm done. Thanks for watching, take care.